Alright, so for those of you just tuning in, today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different that should be extremely valuable for any new or lower to intermediate level players. I'm actually going to be doing some live one-on-one coaching with voice chat with one of my very loyal viewers, Mirko, who has been a huge channel supporter for several years and a top Patreon donor on top of that. And I think he's been subscribed to my Twitch channel for, I think, 31 months now. So as always, appreciate it. Now, while I don't generally take coaching requests because I get overwhelmed with them, if you do check out my Patreon page and pledge enough, it does happen on rare occasions that I do some coaching. But really, a pledge of any size helps a lot, like even just a few dollars. So thank you so much for not just considering pledging, but also for watching this video and supporting the channel. Especially including the content that I do for games beyond Aoe2, as it does help grow the Aoe2 community. So before I explain the details, Mirko, would you like to use this as an opportunity to say hello to everybody?
Hello everyone, my name is Mirko. I love playing AoE. I'm playing it since I'm 5 years old, and yeah, hi everyone.
Alright, it's a pleasure to have you, man. Like, thank you. Like, Mirko actually, by the way, oh, yeah?
It's a pleasure for me to be here, so
No,
I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Of all the... I just realized I accidentally just sent you some random thing in Discord. Of all the people, like, I'd be more than happy to do this for you, man. Like, you've been by my side since the beginning. Alright, but continuing. So, Mirko actually has his own YouTube channel, by the way. Link in the video description below, but his content is primarily German. So, in case you're interested, feel free to check that out. During this video, I'll be primarily letting Mirko handle the commentary early on, and then let him ask me questions, and then as the game approaches the late stages of the Dark Ages, I'll mostly take over and guide him throughout the game. I will ask Mirko questions about his thought process and help narrate the game too. I will include the timestamp in the video description for that if you're interested. If you enjoyed this video, then please do leave a like, follow my various pages, links on the screen, and please consider using your Amazon Prime subscription for a free subscription to my Twitch channel, or pledging as little as a few dollars on Patreon. This video is dedicated to all of them. Each and every one of you, I know all of your names, so thank you so much. Now one last thing, as the game launches. Mirko will be playing against my custom AI, ResonanceBot 5-1C, available on the Steam Workshop, links below, or a mod or somebody can link it. And it's a great tool for practicing the game, and also playing together with your friends. I wanted to design an AI that was really fun to play against, that kind of captured the best elements of the Conqueror's AI, while being smarter than it, and not like strictly competitive just like the new AI is, and with a wide variety of strategies. The reason that we chose this AI is because it's the only AI, the first one, and the only one, that's capable of dynamically scaling and adjusting the difficulty to match the speed of the opposing player. So this way, Mirko gets a good game guaranteed. Whereas with players, you know, it'd be kind of hit or miss. You know, either Mirko would absolutely crush them, or just, you know, maybe he would get destroyed, and then that would not make a great coaching video. So I always like to use ResonanceBot for that type of thing. Beware, though, of any patches to Aoe2 HD that may break certain features. Like, you must now currently enable audio taunts in the options menu for anything to work properly. We figured ResonanceBot being kind of the perfect fit for this practice, so yeah. And I will be doing one more update to ResonanceBot, at least one more, but again, one of the reasons why I don't update it regularly. Oh, by the way, don't miss that goat on the right. It's kind of hard to see. Do you see it next to the ostriches, Mirko? With the Eagle Scout? I can actually flare it. The technology's here. You got some weird map gen, but you'll be able to catch it on the other side. You see that? Yeah, it's weird.
Oh!
Yeah, secret goat.
I see.
Secret goat detected. So anyway, as always, everybody, I appreciate the support. And most importantly, please remember to be nice to Mirko in the chat and in the comments, as it's very difficult to play live, of course. Trust me, if you've never done it before, it's not easy. But without further ado, let's do this. I'm gonna let Mirko take it from here for, you know, the most of the Dark Age, and yeah. GLHF.
Thank you very much. So, the start was a little bit better than the last try, I guess. But that house placement, though, well,
Well, you gotta protect the berries from your villagers.
yeah, I have to. It's important.
See, what we're trying to do here is preserve the environment. Honestly, Age of Empires 2, you cause so much destruction. You see the forest receding away just to build your empire, and now, here comes the elephant. Hopefully it's not endangered.
At least he's tasty. So told my villagers to me.
I hope he's tasty. Good thing is it only takes 50 food to actually feed a villager. Now, by the way, this is ResonanceBot on the moderate difficulty. ResonanceBot, for those of you who are curious, is harder than the default AI. It is about one difficulty level up, so always select one difficulty level lower than you're used to. And please, if you do try it out, read the FAQ link on the Steam page.
No. Don't grab that, not cheap. Damn it, my game is in German, so...
That's okay, actually. Seriously, the majority of my audience is German, so, you know, top comment on YouTube is definitely going to be German pride. I did a straw poll on Twitch, though, and the results were very fascinating. So, about 15% of my viewers said they who answered the poll. It was, you know, this is not accurate data. 15% said they were from Germany, around that. Around 15% said they were from a country similar to Germany. 20% sexually identify as a German, but are not technically. And then about 50% are not German. I think those numbers are a little bit skewed, though. And thank you so much, Elkeed, for the donation. Really, really appreciate it.
Okay, let's grab that second elephant here. Because we need that tasty meat for more villagers.
I just realized I didn't listen to my own AI's advice. Remember, if you want to chat with the AI, not only do you need to enable audio taunts now, I hope Skybox fixes that and people make some posts about that, but you also have to do it like this. So this should work. There we go. AIs can't send taunts anymore. But yeah, I'm going to let Mirko mostly, you know, take it from here in the Dark Age. He can talk about any of the miscellaneous things I listed in Discord, and then I will point out a couple of things once we're done with that.
Okay, well, so basically my strategy is doing a fast castle, and trying to wash the AI a bit in the castle age, but yeah, I have to look, because actually my weakness is continuing after doing any kind of rush and managing my game forward from this point. Oh, to relic spot next to each other. Interesting.
Let's build a house, by the way, and then continue your thought.
Yeah, good idea.
I got your back. But yes, continue the general game plan.
So yeah, in general, Mayas are good for archers and eagle warriors. And my general plan is building those two types of great versatile units.
Well, sounds good to me. Do beware about the possibility of my AI. My AI has like a hilariously advanced counter system, an extremely advanced one. It is not nearly as good as the Barbarian AI, by the way, because the Aoe2 HD engine is filled to the brim with spaghetti, so that it's just not possible to do that. Nor did I want to create a Barbarian. Like, if you want super intelligent AI, you play the Barbarian. If you're looking for a fun AI with a lot of flavor, a lot of variety and strategies, that's ResonanceBot. It's also an HD AI. Beware about the Eagle Warriors. If you see my eye switching hard into hand cannoneers, he might do that. Then your plumed archers should actually destroy him. So I like your game plan.
Okay, well, I clicked feudal. I have 27 villagers.
Looking good.
And, well, yeah, I also started stone mining a bit because I want to get a castle as early as possible for my plumed archers.
Yes.
And maybe doing a castle drop on the AI. Curve.
Ooh. Now it's really funny because... oh, continue? Actually, continue.
Yeah, it's actually a bit cheesy because the AI can't handle stuff like that very well. I guess.
You're right, it is. I assure you that I have tested it on all difficulties extensively with a wide variety of players, and that you can beat the hardest AI if you're really good at the game without tower dropping it or dropping any castles on it, because that is kind of an engine exploit because the AI just cannot handle it for disappointing reasons. They just don't handle it well at all. So this is kind of cheese. Similarly, like if you're using it with like a drush, but yeah, you can beat it without all those. It's just my AI on like hardest, for example, is supposed to be for like 1850 plus rated players in HD. It's okay to not be able to beat it on hardest. That is expected. It's harder. It's one difficulty level up at all levels because, I mean, not that many people play against the easiest AI, and if you're really new, then you can just do that. But I felt like I created a better balance of difficulties, and by having the difficulty scaling, that it just would always create a good game. Even my dad can enjoy it. That's how you know it's good. So since now we're in the feudal age, I'll talk a little bit about... let's see. I actually had some notes about this, like, fast castle age. There we go. For fast castle aging into like plumed archers and whatnot. So I think you wanted 3 villagers in stone at the end of Dark Age, actually. So that is a small little thing to remember. The 2 on gold, I believe, is correct. But I think you want 3 on stone at the end of the Dark Age. So I'm going to comment on a couple other things. So whenever you're coaching anybody, by the way, it is extremely important that not only do you point out the things that they do that they can improve on, but you also point out all the things that they're doing right. So obviously Mirko already mentioned that his house blocking the berries is a little bit unfortunate, as his berries were actually pretty awesome. You know, he could had a really good mill placement, but that's not going to be a big deal. Mining camp placement is an interesting thing. His mining camp placement is not optimal, but it's also not the least optimal. Mostly due to it is a very strange shape. The most optimal location would probably be about here, I believe. As you can see on my screen, Mirko can't see this. It'd basically be on the other side of it in that L shape, but that leaves it significantly more vulnerable to enemy attacks. So I would have actually built his mining camp 1 tile to the right as kind of a compromise. Just 1 tile to the right. It covers the area a little bit better, and it's further away from his walls, because if the enemy goes for crossbowmen or something like that, that could be a bit of a problem for him. Right now he's going for a fast castle age build. One thing that he's doing that is excellent, exposed you all to a new meme today, is he has 2 lumber camps for maximum efficiency. The Germans are all about the efficiency, and yeah, clumping is the word of the year, month, until it's always going to be the word. So this is excellent. He's managing his economy well. Now you should be able to go up. Yeah, you're ready to go, dude. Nice.
Boom.
And I assume that you pressed the H hotkey to select your town center to do that, did you?
Yes. Did you hear my keyboard?
I did. And I'm pointing that... That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm pointing that out for the viewers, because Mirko just nailed it. The most important thing that you should learn hotkey-wise is the H hotkey to select your town center, and then whatever your villager hotkey is set to. That is how you manage your economy. A lot of newer players... I'm a little sick right now, by the way, if you couldn't tell, but I'm doing my best. A lot of new players tend to get overwhelmed with all the things that need to be done in AoE2, but that's what makes it such a timeless game, all the freedom in your economy management. But here's the secret. Here's the secret, you know. Doctors hate them. You press H, you press C or A or whatever your villager hotkey is, and you just keep your town center always working. Now, Mirko, he knows that, so... And he's been doing a good job with that. One good thing he did, by the way, is once he started researching the Castle Age, he got double bit axe and he got horse collar. Absolutely essential. As far as gold mining versus stone mining goes, I'm not entirely sure for the build which one is more important, but if you are going to rush out plumed archers, I do think you need more villagers on stone at this point, unless you plan on abusing the market for this. Yeah, it depends on actually how fast you want the castle out, right? 3 should be fine if you were going for like a 20-ish minute one. It depends. I consider it a risk to drop it on the AI rather than place it within your own walls to protect yourself and then try and pressure his villagers with plumed archers. Because as you can see, Mirko, over here, you see this?
Yes.
So what this tells me is that you could castle drop him, but then you do risk losing the game, maybe, if things go really poorly, right? So, I see a vulnerability in his defenses where your plumed archers could potentially, you know, do some serious damage. You haven't even explored all of his walls completely. Maybe there are more areas to raid. So I'd almost recommend dropping it defensively, but, you know, that's up to you.
Okay, then maybe I'm gonna drop it like here to protect my gold.
I would almost put it here, I think, actually, to protect your base. However, putting it where you suggested is fine. It is a little riskier. It protects both golds. Just note that the AI will focus fire that down. Absolutely. Just like any human player would. But if you put it like, you know, between your mill and your mining camp, then what you're doing is you're protecting your town center, all your farms, all your main gold miners, and I think it'd be much easier to defend, and rams and everything are going to have to get through the walls first, all the melee units. I do think a town center, though, there is excellent. You know, it's right up against the wood line, and it also is next to a gold. You can put a secondary castle there if you want. It will just be harder to defend. One tip, by the way, when you get to the Castle Age, almost regardless of your build, get bowsaw immediately. So let's grab that bowsaw.
Okay, maybe I should build a monastery to grab the relics.
Yes, so that was, now there are multiple ways to play, of course. Oh, so you've discovered another vulnerable lumber camp. So once again, again, like, the castle drop isn't always necessary. Now, against a human, it may be more necessary than an AI, because the engine in this, I have very little control over where they drop their resource buildings. Ever since patch 3.9, they've been getting a little bold. I've noticed that you're dropping 2 archer ranges, but you almost have enough stone for that castle. So, what exactly is the plan here?
I'm usually behind with my castle, so I'm going archery range units first, usually.
Ah, okay.
Building some, and also that sweet thumb ring, so.
Ah, okay. So my thoughts on that would be that I think that it would have been better to just build additional towns. Well, now you did have 2 town centers first, which was really good. But I think it would have been better to build. I don't know. Like, you could have been earlier on your castle if you assigned like 2 or more villagers to stone a little sooner, or you just bought 100 stone instead of those archer ranges. And I actually do think that that's a little bit better as a strategy. Generally speaking on Arena, by the way, as far as the metagame goes, we expect players to usually build an early monastery and try and contest the relics. It's a little less important versus the AI, but for those of you watching at home, just keep in mind that that is important, and being a Meso Civ with access to Eagle Scouts and Eagle Warriors is a great way to pick off enemy monks. But yeah, Mirko's strategy is going to be faster than the Plumed Archers for sure, and he will...
Oh shit, I'm housed.
Yeah, unfortunately your castle is just barely not going to dehouse you in time. You did get all your upgrades for your archers, which is great. They're going to be very, very powerful. But yeah, I would say that in general, you know, like, just, you know, buy the 100 stone, or put more stone miners on it and, instead of the expos, and just go straight for the plumes. Is a little bit faster. You've been doing a good job keeping up with your eco. Do keep in mind that you will run out of gold soon with your unit production. I think so. How many villagers do you have in gold right now? Let's see. You got 9 miners total. Okay, actually, you're about close to correct, but do keep an eye on that. Do keep an eye on that. It's actually good that you have this many farmers, even though it might seem excessive, because it allows you to get upgrades like Thumb Ring really easily, which normally is just way too expensive. Ballistics is more important than Thumb Ring, though, in general. I would say, if you had to pick, but... Alright, here we go. We got some raiding going on poor old ResonanceBot. Wow, he's actually running his villagers away properly. That's amazing. And it looks like, you know, for every bug they fix, 2 get added, but it looks like 1 of them got fixed. That's nice. Nice. This is some really solid raiding.
And stealing that sweet relic.
Oh, yes. You should be able to take most of them, as ResonanceBot has a wide variety of not completely randomized strategies, but it's designed for maximum fun, and we're only playing on the moderate difficulty, so it won't defend against this rush very well. It'll actually be surprised that you would be so bold as to rush it with crossbowmen. So now we'll see how it reacts. I'm very, very curious. Oh, well, see, now he wanted to get that relic, but he doesn't know that you've already stolen it. You see how he's sending the monk over there? He had already tasked it to it. Denied. Denied. Well, I would say you did some excellent eco damage to him. So, or as, if anyone knows this, recognizes this meme, you did some.
Oh, excellent.
And he tries to counter my... Oh shit, at night. That's bad. That's bad.
There we go. It's a complex ResonanceBot counter system at work. He grabbed the bloodlines and the +1 defense. Always good. Always glad to see that. I will release at least one more update for it, but you know, for obvious reasons. Yep, and then now as you leave, there he retreats. But for obvious reasons, it's not fun to update it, because every time I feel like I'm making progress, there's always a little spaghetti mixed in there. Now, why Mayans Plumed Archers, you might be wondering from Mirko? It's a great choice, because this unit, it's powerful. It's tanky. It is missing 1 range off the crossbowmen, but you know, for the price, you're getting some great combat stats. The 1 pierce armor is invaluable. It's a great unit to rush out, and the Mayans have the strong economy to back it up. And those 2 archer ranges that Mirko built will really pay off in the long run. Mirko, you're doing quite a good job actually managing your resources well. You're not like floating a ton of anything. That's actually great. So yeah, good job there. Here comes a knight.
Thank you.
So ideally you want to focus fire down the knight here. Nice. Picking up all these units. He still wants that relic. I don't even know if he's aware that they took it from him, poor guy. Gonna take all the relics. On the lower difficulties, I have the AI contest the relics slower, because the intended elo for, you know, around a moderate difficulty, you know, usually those type of players when they play arena don't go for the relics that often, so I try to give them a little bit of space. Now, one interesting thing that you all might notice is that my AI will eventually delete its walls once it reaches a certain base size / economy size. That's completely intentional. That's because Aoe2 HD is a little spaghetti coated, and the AIs get stuck on everything. particularly noticeable in Black Forest. So eventually it does have to open its own walls to actually expand its own base. But right now Mirko is just having a field day with this. Yeah, see, there we go. He's clearing out the walls. But ResonanceBot's coming in with the counter. You gotta watch out for that, Mirko.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's got you. Skynet wins, not Skybox. Soldier Nez says, what exactly did you had to do to create these ResBots? I spent 4 years of work on it, and I did it all for free, just as a way to help get my friends in the game, help get more people in the game, because I felt that the new AI was... I mean, I started working on ResonanceBot before that, but I wanted an AI that was actually fun to play with your friends against, and the new AI is like really competitive. It's just designed to play as optimally as possible in the higher difficulties, and I don't think that makes fun gameplay. I like an AI that is intelligent, that leaves randomized holes in its playstyle for players to exploit. I think they learn a lot from that. I think that having more varied strategies and personality and customization options is important. Like ResonanceBot will like ask you permission to resign. That's great. So yeah, I spent 4 years of my life working on it, but you know, at this point I'm probably only going to do one more update because it's just, you know, I gotta pay the bills, right? And ResonanceBot is a lot of work, and it just keeps. So there we go, randomized. I feel as though you leave no stone unturned. You were the first opponent to truly challenge my rule. Congratulations, Mirko.
Okay, I'm planning to click Imperial now.
Sounds good to me. By the way, Odette, I'm sorry for missing your host earlier. Thank you, Odette, for hosting me for 37 viewers. Odette is very sweet. So, thank you, Odette. Appreciate that. That helps out a lot. Big Mac B says, you go, Mirko. Shout out to OT Thunderdome. Wriggles World asks, can ResBot handle custom maps like Snakebit, or does it get confused as the standard AI? It gets as confused as standard AI. Trust me, Promi is incredibly talented. It's just that ResonanceBot, like, they're not comparable AIs because they come with a completely different design philosophy. I have a lot more creative freedom with how I do it because my AI is not the default AI that everyone has to play against. You know, I can put in things like difficulty scaling and whatnot that, you know, you may or may not want to do with the... Watch it for the mangonel shots, by the way, but nice. You can use the staggered formation to try and juke that, but the AI won't predict you very well, so you should be mostly fine. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Walking perpendicular is the way to go. And since you got Bracer, ooh. Oh, Matrix level, Matrix level dodging here by Mirko. Nice. Wow, he even killed his own pikeman. Well played, friend. Well played. So no, ResonanceBot cannot handle maps that the standard AI cannot handle because this game is missing a lot of necessary features that the user patch has. Like, you can't play migration, you can't play Snake Pit purely due to the horrendous unit pathing. It even struggles with Black Forest. There's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. Mercury, you're playing quite well. Just gotta watch out for those mangonels that my AI loves to throw in there. You are going to lose your entire army here, but that is okay.
Shit.
That is okay.
I missed it.
No, see, this is fine, because what you've done is actually a smart strategic move in a way. Obviously, you wanted to keep those alive, but, you know, we see some good things that Mirko's doing, like he's continuing villager production. And remember, he went up to Imperial before he had 100 villagers, but the goal of the game is always to get 100 villagers anyway. And this is so he gets reasonable imp time, and he's still creating vills to try to get that goal. And now he's transitioning into Eagle Warriors. So this is really good because he starts up with the Archer opening, baiting my AI, because my AI doesn't cheat with the unit detection or anything like that. Only on the higher difficulties does it cheat for a little extra resources to compensate for the hilariously exploitable engine. Oh, and you even got ballistics, very well done. But now, his army is going to be very weak to Eagle Warriors because he's made so many mangonels, so many skirmishers, and crossbows, and I think they'll catch him by surprise. Unless my AI scouts that, I have it programmed to do the higher difficulties, do a little periodic check-in, but he's got to see it to know it exists. Yep. Let's see. I mean, this is quite a nice army.
Maybe I can hide it long enough.
Hide the Eagle Warriors? It's certainly possible, yeah. I mean, yeah, well, wait, no, he's seen an Eagle Warrior, but my eye doesn't, like, he won't react to one. Oh, you did find a stone mine, that's pretty nice.
Oh,
Your map's actually very, very good. You've got this nice safe area at the back. Your town center placement has been immaculate. This is something that a lot of new players struggle with, is you want to put your town centers always adjacent to a wood line if possible. The safer the better. And if you can put it adjacent to a wood line and like a gold or stone mine, oh, so much value. You are a little low on gold, but I think what you should do is research. So in a situation like this happens to new players all the time, where they end up floating like a ton of wood. Research guilds at the market and start selling some wood a little bit, I think is the way to go. I don't think you're quite ready to attack him yet. I don't think.
yeah, I already noticed that.
You're close, but you're not quite ready. So I'd maybe back out. Yeah, you're getting guilds nice, and then you can sell that extra wood at the market. Grab that bow saw, whatnot. Yeah, that'll really help you rebalance your economy. I think that a lot of newer players neglect their market. It's just a great way to rebalance the eco. Oh, you get some free pickoffs in the Plagueman. I'm wondering why my AI doesn't retreat them. Technology's not there yet. It's just. So a couple things. So while we should back up. You don't want to get baited in too hard by him, I think. Because you're probably gonna walk into the castle or something. So I'd pull your army back, and let's focus on a couple things right now. See, there we go. My AI's like, history is foretold that we would be locked in battle together. There's no telling which one of us will remain in the end, because it's close. So while you regroup your army, let's focus on a couple things. You're missing a couple techs. So let's start grabbing some techs. I've noticed that you're getting that plate mail armor. Good that you are prioritizing the melee infantry. Or just all the melee armor upgrades first, and then the ranged upgrades for your ranged units, the attack ones. You're missing chemistry, though. I think it would be a good idea to snag that chem. And if you want, now is the time to put that castle, like, you could probably put one, like, right here, because your gold mine, you've actually almost entirely mined at the front. Oh, nice, you're making some trebs for some good old trading. So, I'd be a little careful about taking this fight yet, but you could. Because you're missing a lot of upgrades. Like, I would not fight him until you get Elite Eagle Warrior and everything. Like,
he's kind of attacking me, so
I think you're attacking him. You're objectively attacking him. You're moving your army toward him.
Well, then I should move it back.
Yeah, that's why he's trying to defend himself, because you're in his side of the map, moving your army toward him. So at some point he will retreat, but yeah. And then now you can pick off any stragglers, but yeah, I think you should grab Elite Eagle Warrior and whatnot. And the reason being is because you might have trouble finishing him off, because my AI builds a very, very nice defense. That can be quite difficult to break through, and yeah. So I'd grab Elite Eagle Warrior first, I'd wait till you have your trebs, and then that's when I'd go in. By the way, Elite Plumed Archer does not cost gold, so you could actually research it. And again, be wary of your units, because you are, encroaching on them, and I just don't want you to get surprised by, like, I actually don't know what he has in the back, but he might have something in the back. The AI is perceiving it, since you're letting your units chase him, as you attacking him. But I think that you will win once you have your upgrades. Nice. Elite Eagle Warrior is done. You've got the trebs. I think you can sell some wood and some food at the market, by the way. You have a couple of idle villagers. Just try and set your army on defensive, by the way, because you may end up asking for trouble. So at least set the eagles in defensive. But yeah, at the market, like I want you to get in the habit of when you see your wood this high to just sell. There we go. Yeah, sell that. You can sell a little bit of food, and now we've really rebalanced your eco. Great of you to keep with your blacksmith upgrades. I'm checking on see if you're missing anything that's too important. I would say murder holes is kind of important, but not in this situation. Halberdier you might want to snag. You might want to build a lumber camp down here, I think, as that wood line is receding rapidly. But you've been doing a very good job rebuilding your lumber camps in general, I would say. So, yeah, that's excellent. All right, well, so now the AI is on the counterattack, so now set your Eagle Warriors to aggressive. I think he was tired of all your flexing, and we'll see. Oh, he's got the Petards. He's trying to go for the wall bust. That will not work at all. This is going to be such a close battle. Who will come out on top here? I am not sure. My eyes attempt. Yeah?
I'm also not really sure.
It's because your army's a little split up. Maybe you pull the eagles a little closer to your crossbows. Maybe you will win the battle, actually.
Oh, the traps are coming.
Because your army's just so split up right now. Yeah, the trebs are indeed coming. My AI has decided to make a play. Now, he does not have enough money for... Oh, there's the two-handed swordsman. That's my robot son. Look at him go. Look at him go. Yeah, the AI splits are pretty annoying, but Puzzled Pulp, I'll have you know, I have a custom command for almost everything. If you don't like the AI's micro, you can actually tone that... No one actually reads the FAQ, just like no one actually listens to me, except for... I know the people who do, and I love you. When I say, please support the content I do for games beyond just Aoe2, it encourages me to actually continue doing Aoe content. It grows the Aoe community. It's good for it, the community and the channel. To actually support it. A lot of people don't listen to that. Completely falls on deaf ears. Completely falls on deaf ears. Same thing when I tell people read the FAQ on my AI's page for really important information. Literally no one does that. I have information on the clicks. It's like 5% of people who visit the page actually read the FAQ I spent so much time writing. So there's a command that actually reduces the annoying splits that you may not like, Puzzled Pulp. So when you say the AI splits are so annoying, I agree. I tried to create the most fun AI possible, so I want you to have your best experience you can. And yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying me talking about how proud I am of my AI. I would do more videos on it and be more proud of it if I wasn't so disillusioned with Aoe2 HD, because like I invested everything in this, and you know they didn't even invite me to Gamescom, and I was the first Aoe channel. I was the only Aoe2 HD streamer until the sponsored streams came around. Like you have to pay the other channels to play Aoe2 HD, whereas I was just streaming it every day, always supporting them, and yeah, and then I didn't even get to appear in the documentary or anything. Is disappointing. And then, you know, the game just went to total spaghetti. Like, it was making progress, but once patch 4.0 came out, in order for Microsoft to sell endless DLC, it's just gone completely downhill. And as proud as I am of my AI, the engine differences, for no reason, make it very difficult to actually port properly to user patch. So my robot son is just one of those things where, you know, I'm very proud of him, but he's stuck in an awkward spot. But seriously, well played, Mirko, and my AI putting up a good fight. See, this is why I want to get into game design, because I love creating fun experiences for people, and I tried to guess, like, based off everything I know, like, what would be the ideal Mirko experience? And I hopefully I'm giving this ideal Mirko practice experience. I think I selected the difficulty just right.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy with this, right? Because we can see that Mirko is being challenged, right? He's clearly being challenged, but he's progressing. He's making the plays. He's moving the trebs in. I like it. It makes me so happy to see people enjoy my AI and enjoy the things I create. And you've been doing a very good job, by the way, keeping yourself up to 200 pop. But don't forget, so the biggest thing, Mirko, that's going to come out of this coaching lesson, and I may do more of these based off demand, is the market. The market, my friend. The German economy. I'm actually not aware of how strong it is, but I'm just going to assume it's very strong. My eye says, I have completely failed to establish an advantage over my enemies. It seems that my monks were not substitutes for a real army. So, I have faith in the German economy. Abuse the market. Mirko, you're low on gold, but you got a lot of steak. Oh my god, I selected the difficulty perfectly. You guys have no idea how giddy I am right now. Like, every time I create something and then they try it and I get to see them smile, and this includes my stream, like whenever anyone comes into my stream or leaves me such a nice comment, I get so giddy. And
I'm sorry if I'm a bit silent, but I'm a bit stressed.
yeah,
like doing all this stuff.
But you're winning though. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Are you enjoying yourself? This is a fun challenge?
Yes. Yes, I enjoyed this game. It's a great game.
Don't be too stressed. Hopefully you're enjoying the challenge is what I mean. In that you are winning. You are making very steady progress. But here's what you could do. And this is usually where people fall apart and where eventually my AI gets the better of people. You are actually producing units at most of your military buildings, but not all of them. So I don't know if how you like to do this, but you can either use a hotkey to select all military buildings of a certain type, or you can just like control group them. But I think you need more military buildings, and to shift sell a little bit more wood. Oh yeah. I'm also scanning the map. Mirko, my gold mine senses are tingling. You are making steady progress. You've done heavy damage to his base, but I think fight for control of that gold mine. Build more military buildings. Mix in some trash units. My AI plays very similar to me. He is my robot son in many ways. So, yeah, he loves those value army comps. Loves it, loves it, loves it. It's exactly how I would play it. Except I would do it with less bugs. Wow, you have done a shitload of damage to him, but you have not killed him yet. Seriously though, you've done a lot of damage to him. So what I do is I retreat for now. I actually pull those trebs back. Pull those injured trebs back, my friend. Pull them back. Pull them back, and oddly enough, I'm going to suggest something insane that you may have never done. Send a villager to repair them. Send a lumberjack. We're going crazy, Mirko.
Repairing traps?
Oh yes,
what
Mirko.
insanity is this?
Mirko, it's happening. I think. All right, so obviously the AI is going to contest that gold mine, but that's what's going to win you the game. If you can control that, don't focus on his base yet. I think focus on controlling that gold mine, and then you should be able to take him down. Because my AI does not have infinite money or anything. Like he just has like a fucking huge economy and abuses the market like crazy, and he builds a really value army comp like I do. But
I love all these elite skirms.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can just kill with my eagles.
Oh yeah. My AI's having a little bit of trouble right now because because like, he wants
orange.
upgrades. Oh yeah, red and orange. Yeah, I love how I can't change the color. Oh, I can change it to friend or foe colors if this is too confusing for people. Is it too confusing in chat? Soldier Ness says you have a good night. Enjoy the stream. Resonance22, nice to have fun with the stream, and you can be, what do you say? And you can be proud the AI is really good. In any case, far superior to the games. See ya.
At this
Thank you.
point, I would like to greet my friend Rushing Squirrel, who just tuned in because he noticed I'm in-game in AoE. Hi.
Hi, Russian Squirrel. Is his name Russian Squirrel?
Yes, washing scroll.
Oh, rushing. Got it.
Yeah, and like in feudal wash.
Oh, okay. That actually sounds like an AI name. You know?
Does it?
It does, it does. Like, it actually does sound to me like an AI name. So anyway, what's going on right now is you are winning this game, and you will win this game with this approach. All you had to do was secure control of that gold mine, and then you're good to go. Now, I've noticed you're floating a lot of cash. You may want to adjust some of your gather points, but again, these are things that are just going to take a lot of time to get really good at. But some of the things that you are doing really well is, like, that really, seriously, a lot of players just mess up, is, like, your lumber camps, you're actually replacing them. Like, it's pretty cool. There's a stone mine over here, by the way. I'd recommend, you know, you just got box around some of these lumberjacks over here and build a mining camp, I think. That'd be a good idea. And again, we're focusing on controlling this gold mine. You've clearly you're starving ResonanceBot, as you can tell. Like, he doesn't have gold anymore. And the reason that he's pressuring this direction is because that is the gold mine that he wants. And he is trying to make the most gold-efficient army he can because he has no gold at all. And unfortunately, that is just pikemen, skirmishers, mangonels for your plumed archers, and then two-handed swordsmen because he cannot afford the champion upgrade. And he thinks he's going to lose if he tries to bank up for it, but he may get there eventually. There is a gold mine over here, but it's actually possible that the AI did not scout it because hashtag just HD things. Yeah, Rovsy says, would it be a good idea for Merker to delete a few Woodvilles, maybe a couple farmers as well? Yeah, I'd say at this point it's... he should be shift selling definitely at the market a little bit more, but you may have actually slightly overboomed. You've done something that no player anywhere near your rating has done before. You've done too good of a job. So at this point, your idle villagers can be terminated, which is awfully cruel, but it must be done. Yow! Oh! Mein Leben! And... So
I understood that reference.
when this gold mine runs out, Mirko, delete them, destroy them all, execute Order 66. Yeah, you probably actually slightly overboomed, which has never happened in the history of Age of Empires. So congratulations. Seriously, yeah, you're doing a great job. I'm proud of my robot son, but inevitably. Yeah, he gonna lose this one. He's trying real hard though. He's the guy's trying to defend himself with trebs against the enemy trebs. I like that. I feel like he should be making bombard cannons, but for some reason he's not. I'd have to look into that, but like I get all sorts of.
Maybe because of his lack of gold.
It's
Okay,
it's
then-
actually a bug with the engine. Usually with AI and trebuchets. Yeah, there was a time when the standard AI and my AI were building like hundreds of trebs in games, where they prioritize trebs over all else, because they don't count unloaded trebs as trebs, for example. And for all I know, they may have messed up the bombard cannon like identifier, like who knows, and replaced it with like a llama. So, you know, that'd be one of the things I looked into for the final ResBot update, but you know, I'm waiting for them to fix
That sounds like
the whole. I'm waiting for them to fix the game a little bit, you know, just a little.
that sounds like Skybox could have actually done that.
They have done similar things.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah, just do it. It is the moderate difficulty, of course, so I'm aware that my AI does not have Bracer, but you must understand that he has no money, and it is the moderate difficulty. If this was on a higher difficulty, he would have had Bracer at this point. But this is one of the, you know, many ways that it evens out. But you should be able to get him. I just love how effective of a defense he's actually still putting up regardless. Now, I know what you're thinking, how am I gonna kill this man? He's so hard to kill. Resonance, why would you build an AI that plays just like you? So obnoxious. I think your army might be like... Is it a little too, like, plumed archer heavy? I feel like it's a little too archer heavy, and you're maybe letting him exploit that just a bit. And maybe you want, like, a few more barracks, and once when you're floating, like, a ton of food and wood. You may have... It's difficult for me to tell if you have too many villagers because you're not mass selling at the market. So market is just... Clumping is normally the word of the day, but we're changing it today. Market is the word of the day. Oh, yeah. Look at that golden cow. And now I want to see, like, yeah, eagles. Bring on the cosplayers. Oh, Mirko doesn't have Bracer? Oh, Mirko does not have Bracer. Okay. Well, Mirko is currently also set in the moderate difficulty, but if you do turn up Mirko too hard...
I'm sorry. I'm forgetting about my blacksmith in the late game.
But you were really good about it, though. You got almost everything. Did you get everything but Bracer? You got almost everything. You got all the melee ones. You got all the melee ones, right? You did.
Yes.
You did. See, that's what moderate difficulty is all about. By the way, thank you, Lynx Strat Streaming, for hosting me for 66 viewers. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the delayed response on that one. Hope you're still around, and anyone who is not familiar with me, there is a common stereotype that I would like to break, that Resonance22 only does content for new players. Anyone who says that, please correct them on my behalf, because I am tired of doing that. Over the last 2 months, 50% of my Age of Empires 2 uploads were for intermediate players. They were all Voobly expert games. There's a lot of weird things people say about me, like, Rez never casts on Voobly, when's Rez finally gonna cast on Voobly, or he only does content for new players. Hashtag fake news. Yeah, nice. Now you're in his eco, so he's this guy's basically screwed. As you can tell, he's got no money, and you got him. One of the few things that balances the Mayans as civilizations, they do not have siege engineers. If they did, I think Mirko would have won this a long time ago. And this, to me, is kind of the like ideal game. So for you, the biggest thing is going to be remembering the market, because otherwise I think you play really well. I don't know how often you frequently stockpile resources, and you may also have a few too many villagers. A few. Did those gold miners run out? Oh good, you executed all of them. Very nice. Just role-playing as a true medieval king. You're very good at reseeding your lumber camps, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Like, seriously, no one does that. And yeah, you're controlling the gold mine, you're moving forward with the trebs. My AI, of course, just disgusting on the defense, but will crumble now that you have, now that you've reached his eco, you're good to go. It's only a matter of time. And the longer the game goes on, because I treat AI design like game design. I want every game to be a fun story and experience with a clear beginning, middle, and end, with like a climax. We had our climactic battle where we weren't really sure if Mirko was gonna win, so close, the AI threatening a pushback, and now we're coming up on the ending of it. And the longer the story goes, the more important I think it is for the ending not to drag out. So, based off the game time and a combination of factors, my AI will ask to resign with, he will loosen the requirements to ask permission. So, that's pretty cool. So he should resign in the not horribly distant future. You did an excellent job, Mirko. Did you grab oh, you even grabbed arson. Nice. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, you get that, you master the art of using the market, because you could still like shift sell some a little bit of wood and queue up some more Eagle Warriors, for example, and then you're gonna be an unstoppable force. This will be great. If any of you enjoyed this, you know, feel free to share it around. I always appreciate sharing. There we go. See, look, he clearly has a large base left. Would you like me to let him resign, Mirko, or would you like to clean him up?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Let him resign.
All right. Mirko has decided to spare him. Now remember, when communicating with my AI, which no one actually reads the FAQ, you must open the chat menu thing and send him the yes. You're an honorable opponent. I shall now resign gracefully. Perhaps I'll get a chance to face you in combat again. GG, well played, Mirko. Do you have any questions about the game? How this played out? Any questions at all? And congratulations,
Okay,
seriously.
thank you very much, and thank you for letting me play here. It's an honor, and I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, thank you in the chat for the GGs.
Yeah. You got any questions, Mirko, or do you feel pretty good after a couple of tips?
I'm feeling pretty good so far.
Glad to hear it. I think
Okay,
you played
so
well.
to summarize, I overboomed, so I
Slightly.
should reduce that a bit, and using the market.
Yes. But also, getting Bosaw immediately. That's also a small one. So, Bosaw and Market are the two big ones. Because you did overboom, but you didn't, like, overboom, like, super badly. And you could have... so, by using the Market, you can compensate for that. You did overboom a little bit, though, which is actually really cool to see. And then also, like, contesting that gold mine in the middle totally won you the game, because my eye was like, he was eyeballing it. Oh, wow, he actually ate that gold on the side, so he did eat all of his gold mines. I'm so proud of him, considering how horribly inconsistent it's been since patch 4.3. He knew that that gold mine was the only way he could win the game, and you denied it from him. Nice. Nice. You took every step. You grabbed all the relics, too. I'm proud of you, Mirko. Congratulations. And wow, thank you so much, Zero Racer, for subscribing. Dude, Spencer. Thank you, man. Yeah, so what Mirko learned today is he learned Market, Bosaw, and a couple other like minor things like, you know, identifying, you know, a really important gold mine in the middle of the map. He slightly overboomed and he missed Bracer, but like basically... Honestly, this is a really clean game for Mirko. I'm very proud of him, and I can't wait to see him play the next time. Every game, getting better and better. Did you get obsidian arrows?
That was a special attack from the castle, right?
Yeah, did you get it? I think you got it, right?
I got it.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, because you have Arbalest in your army.
Thank you, thank you.
It's a tech that kind of it sucks, but this was the situation to get it. If you have the money to afford it and you have Arbalest in your army, and Arbalest makes sense because there are a lot of pikemen floating around and you need some extra units to back up your army. The Arbalest, it helps you remove those buildings. It helps with the sieging. It's a crap technology, but there's a time for garbage, and it's now. It's now. All right. I'm gonna go to the achievements. Just GG. What a great game. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you all shared around. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Resonance. This was clearly intended for new players. You only do content for new players. Those are the people who haven't checked my YouTube channel in like a million years. So again, I cast expert games regularly. I wasn't even planning on doing HD today, but Mirko asked me, and I was like, you know what? Sure. Sure, why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. And yeah.
Do it.
Oh, wow. Now, you actually really didn't overboom. Actually, you had the exact same villager count as my eye.
Oh.
So you actually didn't even overboom. It's just my eye was using the market more than you.
One thing that
Yeah, actually, your villager count was perfect.
one thing that got me a bit out of concept was 200 pop limits, because I usually play with 300.
Ah, that explains it. Dude, you still play great, though. Like, yeah. Oh my god, Sheik92, it is so good to see you again. Welcome to the live stream. I was just doing some actual, like, voice coaching. The best bot name, Tippy86, is not available for Aoe2 HD because this game's full of spaghetti. That would be the Barbarian AI for the classic user patch Age of Empires. which you can play on Voobly. As far as the best AI for Aoe2 HD, I mean, it's a toss-up between like Brute Force, ResonanceBot, and the standard AI. They're all very different designs. I think that ResonanceBot is the most fun one, though. So, oh, you asked for best bot name? Oh, there's some really weird bot names out there, actually. It might be the Saiyan AI. Because he tries to go Super Saiyan with his... And it only does like a Men-at-Arms Tower Rush.
Man at Arms Tower Rush.
It's called the Saiyan AI.
What?
Yeah, because he's going even further beyond into your base, and the AI tower rushes like horrendously. No, I disagree, Edward Longshanks. They've been nerfed quite a bit. I doubt they'd still be so OP. But again, yeah, seriously, thank you, Zero Racer, for the sub. I appreciate all the follows. Thank you, everybody. If you enjoyed my commentary, please do check out my miscellaneous pages. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, the usual. And please, even just $1 a month on Patreon goes a long way. A long way. Junior Wooshton Fox says, great cast, Resonance22. Thank you, thank you. Glad to hear that you all enjoyed it. There are a lot of great bot names, though.
I remember some time ago with a friend we used to play on Black Forest, and before the wall up, we sneaked some villagers to the enemies and then built our bases between their bases and raided them from in between. So that's a strat that's clearly supposed to be an AI strat.
You know, sneaking in early villager has competitive applications. I mean, one of my favorite games I played on Voobly, this is a ranked like 1800 plus BF game or something on my old YouTube channel. It was pretty legendary, that Aztecs game, if anyone remembers that from the old days. GG, well played. I don't know if you saw in chat, but Rushing Squirrel says, I knew Mirko before he was famous, in all caps. He said that like way up.
He said it in all caps.
Oh yeah. He knew you before you were famous.
Luriel Luna got her banhammer out, I guess. I'm sorry for that.
Eamon Blackfire, the German person with me, is Mirko. He is one of my loyal Twitch subscribers, patrons, and longtime viewers, and, you know, normally I don't have the time to do live coaching, but I want to do for him because he's been around for so long and supporting me, and, you know, without the all the Patreon pledges and the subs, this channel wouldn't exist. You know, I'd have to get a 9-to-5 office job, and I have no time for it, so appreciate it, everybody. Yeah, well, this was excellent. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like, rating, a comment, share it around. And by share it around, I don't mean like, you know, just like with all your friends and everything. Like, share it maybe in a forum or something. It really helps out a lot. And again, it's like I'm talking to a brick wall, but it is true. I play a wide variety of non-AoE2 games because I know that some people, like, maybe don't like Hearthstone, even though I do. That's why I play all those other games. Surely you must like something that I do that's not AoE2. And supporting that is one of the best ways to continue allowing me to create AoE content and also grow the community. Because we can't isolate ourselves. We have to let people in from other gaming communities. So thank you for those of you who support that. Don't use adblock and just being awesome. Follow the channel if you enjoyed the commentary. Mirko, anything else before we cut to a commercial break and yeah, grab some water?
I just want to say thank you very much for hosting me and letting me be here and coaching me. It was an awesome experience. And thank you for all the viewers who cheered for me.
Yeah, thank you all for being so nice to him. Yeah.
It was awesome. And yeah, it's my pleasure to support you. I love your content. And I hope many more people love your content too. So.
Well, thank you so much, Mirko. And yeah, it was my pleasure to, definitely. I know the community has grown exponentially over the last few years, VADA 90, but it would grow a lot faster if, when Zach was playing CS:GO, people would actually not say nasty things to him. Then you bring in the CS:GO players. Everyone loves Age of Empires, too. We all know this game kicks ass. So, we gotta spread the word. We gotta spread the word. Every time I wear my Age of Empires shirt and I go through the airport, like, I get stopped by, on average, like, 8 people. I even got stopped by a TSA agent asking me, he's like, wait, you can still play Age of Empires? And, like, I had a casual conversation with the TSA agent. He stopped me and was like, oh God, like, is this it for Resonance22? Like, do I have something on me I'm not aware of? Like, am I not allowed to bring my, like, Nintendo Switch on the plane? And he was just asking about my shirt. I even got stopped by some, like, gangster guys, who just, they're hanging out and they're smoking weed in an alley. And then they come up from the alley and they're like, yo, hold up. What up? Is that Age of Empires? And, yeah, I got to talk to them about Age of Empires for a little bit. Like, that actually happened. Like, these are all true stories. Even the janitor asked me about it, so spread the word. Seriously, all of those things have happened to me. And again, thank you for watching. I'll do one more game after this. I'll be right back. So stay tuned. Well, actually, this is really long. I've been streaming for a long time, and I'm sick, and it's late. Stay tuned. At least I'm running out and grabbing a glass of water. I'm gonna see how I'm feeling, cause whew. And thank you for joining me again, Mirko. That'll be the end of this video. I'm gonna post it on YouTube. Appreciate the support. Bandsider, all that information is on the Steam Workshop page, which no one reads. There's an FAQ there. Just like I hope that people will actually go to the variety playlist. And if people want more Res story time, literally just ask me. People just ask me the same, like, 3 questions, like, what's your favorite Civ? Like, you guys got this. Alright. Thank you for joining me, Mirko. I'm going to end the call now. Have a wonderful day, and I'm just happy to have you around. GG, well played. You did great. Okay, cool beans. So that is the end of this video. I'll post it on YouTube in, like, 2 weeks or something like that. I have to post them in advance because YouTube just auto-flags, like, all videos as, like, not appropriate for advertisers. And if I upload it, like, really far in advance, then I can dispute it, and I always win because, like, I don't understand how their system works. It doesn't. Thank you for the support. I will be right back.